Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have the board game Full Moon Jacket, a game by Paul D. Allen, brought to you by Strangely Games. Vietnam, 1968. Your elite soldiers on a special rescue mission. There's one catch. The night is coming, and so are the werewolves. Full Moon Jacket is a fast-paced, cooperative squad-based game that is easy to pick up and play for new players and provides tactical depth for seasoned war game veterans. Your goal as elite soldiers is to locate, defend, and extract the Colonel. Use your unique abilities and signature equipment to find bigger, more powerful weapons. Set traps and craft items to survive the night as endless werewolves spawn throughout the Vietnam jungle. Each game is unique with reversible modular boards, random supply drops, werewolf spawns, and the location of the Colonel changing every game. As a team, you must work to change and adapt your plans and tactics to achieve your objective. This game is for 1 to 6 players, ages 14 plus. It takes about 45 minutes to 120 minutes to play. Again, brought to you by Strangely Games and Swordstone Games. All right. It's a heavy box, I must tell you that. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have inside the box. So right off the bat, you see we have a bunch of figures. Let's pull those out and take a look at those in a little bit. Some paper in here. We're going to move that to the side. We have this as well. Styrofoam stuff. A box full of stuff. So let's push this to the side and let's take a look at what we've got here. So let's take a look. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here. So let's start here. What we have Echo campaign book, Echo team. So that's not this where we're going to start. Then we have, all right, the rule book. Let's start there. And start in the rule books. So it says Full Moon Jacket Rulebook by Paul D. Allen. Again, Strangely Games. Component overview, as always, you got the environment, location, and compass. You have how to read the various different cards, event cards, night cards, weapon cards, event setup examples, setting up arcade mode, different objectives. Then we have here setting up arcade mode again. You have your event card, your spawns, your supply, your wolves, your toughness. Again, still continue with survival mode. You have survival mode, event deck, supply decks, craft items, trap tokens, scavenge deck, 10 objective tokens. All right, as we continue to roll forward. Again, setting up nightmare mode. Okay, it looks like there's different levels of gameplay. Win and lose conditions. So it says here, Full Moon Jacket is a cooperative game. As such, players will win or lose as a team. The objective for arcade survival and nightmare mode, so got arcade survival and nightmare. So it looks like 3 levels, easy, medium, and very, very hard. Is to locate the Colonel, defend the Colonel, and extract the Colonel. Locate the Colonel, you must work as a team to find which objective token is the Colonel. Defend by any means necessary the Colonel. He must survive the relentless hordes of werewolves. Extract the Colonel. The Get to the Chopper event card will show the exact hex to move the Colonel into for extraction. When, if the Colonel is present in the extraction token helicopter hex and no more event cards can be revealed, i.e. the event deck is empty, the players win the game. You lose. If the Colonel is killed before the last event card can be revealed or the Colonel is not present in the extraction hex at the end of the game, it is over and the players lose the game. Note that a character may die. This does not result in losing the game. Sacrifices may have to be made. Can't win a war without breaking some eggs, right? How to play. So you got turn orders. You got each turn is broken down into 5 phases. Character actions. Werewolves move. Characters attack. Werewolves attack. Reveal event cards. And it gives you examples of all that stuff. Exchanging, resupplying. how to play, move examples, crafting example, carry an injured character example, werewolf move examples. Then you how to play, character attack, it gives you an example of the attack, line of sight, how to play, again, werewolf attack examples, more examples, more examples, more examples, and you got the get to the chopper, much like Predator. Now, characters and skills. You have a sergeant, shotguns, passive one-shot, fire at will, scavenge, passive skills, one-shot skills, items, equipment, and traps. You got example of equipment, types of equipment, traps, claymores. So you're going to want to set traps for the werewolves that are coming after you. Then you have side operation expansion, side operation 1, side operation 2, side operation 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there's your crafting table. You can make a shiv, a spear, a bow, or a Molotov. Those are weapons. Traps, a snare, a bungee trap, a decoy, a grenade trap. Items, a tourniquet, ammo, IED. Equipment, ammo belt, rucksack, and armor. And then crafting items. All right. And in the back, you have a reference sheet for everything. So again, your turn order, character actions, werewolf move, character attack, werewolf attack, reveal event card. Characters can move, use an item, or use one shot. Carry injured, scavenge, exchange items, and resupply. Weapon abilities: blast, combo, headshot, incendiary, lob, melee, point blank, rapid fire, throw, and stationary. All right. Here's examples of what rapid fire is. And then here it says movement and line of sight restrictions. All right, so there's your rule book. And then we have our campaign book for Echo Team, July 24th, 1968. Echo Team assembled, briefed at 6:30, working with allies. Equipment is on the birds ready to fly. No comms from Hawk and Alpha Team. Godspeed, Major M. Haythorne Allen. In operations. So, the Unfortunate Son setting up that game, or I should say setting up that challenge. Radio Gaga, Disco Inferno, Stop, Drop, and Kill, Born to be Wild, Out Come the Wolves. So it tells you what the mission objectives are, the team requirements, event cards, a little bit of a little blurb down here. Again, it tells you how to set up the map, where all the tokens go, and it tells you what you got to do. Kill 36 wolves, and then move out. Move to any hex on the edge. All right. Mission 7, If I Had a Hammer. Mission number 8, The Last Stand. And then you have some notes that you can take. All right, so there you go. You got your expansion, you got your campaign book, and you got your rule book. Okay, you've got Flaming Wolf. Some sheets that are in here. Looks like this is Iron Tomb. Another mission. Sky Spears. Half Dead Dance. Another mission. Silent Claw. Okay, your mission objectives, team requirements, event cards. Your map. In case it tells you what you're going to do. A little blurb down there at the end. And finally, we've got our last one that says Thunder Moon. All right. Then I also have here interesting. So it appears you also have another set of instructions. Different language. Nope. So it looks like this may have been a Kickstarter, and they give you 2 sets of rule books, one for each player possibly. There you go. So in this game, you get 2 rule books. Yep. And 2. So I'm assuming this, well, again, I picked this up in the aftermarket, so I'm assuming you get your, I guess with the, if you back this on Kickstarter, I'm assuming that's the way this game came out. You get extra items, and that's why you're getting the, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got some more missions in here too. So put this over here, some more missions. This is here. Silent Claw. Thunder Moon. Flaming Wolf. Iron Tomb. Sky Spears. All right, and last but not least, we have Half Dead Dance. Okay, so those are some additional missions they threw in as well. Looks like there might have been a couple of duplicates in there as well. So we'll just put those up there. Put this over here like that. We got some decks of cards, which we'll get to in a minute. We got some supply decks. Got some game-specific dice. You've got some crafted items. And you got some more supply cards. So supply. And you got some regular dice as well. Got some bases for standees. Got some werewolves here. That's the side here. So it says player turn. Got a dog tag. I think that's cool too. I'll throw that over there. So we've got a heck of a lot of cardboard in this game. Heck of a lot of cardboard. So I'm just going to pull that out real quick because it's a lot. So, sorry, if you do that. Sometimes it happens. Okay. So we've got a lot of cardboard here to go through. Okay, I'm just trying to make some room here. We don't have unlimited space, so I'm trying to do the best I can. There. All right, so right off the bat, we've got the Survivor Signature Equipment Bow Grenades. Passive, it says, when attacking with the bow, add either Blast, Incinerate, or Combo ability to your attack. One-shot Tunnel Rat. Removes this character from their hex and reappear in any hex at the start of the next event phase. They only have one action this turn, Scavenge. At the start of the game, take the 3 top Scavenge cards from the deck. And appears here you have some ammo and some more ammo, different kinds of ammo. Nothing on the back, so only the fronts. Nice thick cardboard. Goes back right in as easily as it came out. There you go. So that's your first sheet of tokens. Then we have some more. Looks like we have some exit supply tokens. Oh, there's the Colonel. Looks like we've got our standees for our different soldiers that we have. And then a bunch of standees for the wolves. So let's pop that out. From back to the same. Okay. So we pull out one of our soldiers just so you can get a general gist of what he looks like. There you go. So again, there we have it. Okay, in the back there we've got, okay, so this way you don't know which one's the Colonel. Very cool. You got different supplies, so you don't know which one's the Colonel. So you got to go around and investigate. All right, so we have some more characters that we can play. So you could be the Sergeant. So he's got passive, one-shot, fire at will, and Scavenge. That's Echo Team. the communication signature equipment, assault rifle and a handgun, passive, one-shot incoming, scavenge. You have, again, you have demolitions, signature equipment, assault rifle, claymores. Over here you've got the scout, signature equipment, sniper rifle and dagger. You've got the medic, signature equipment, submachine gun, medikit, passive, one-shot, stay with me, and scavenge. Scout has passive, one-shot, intel, and scavenge. Then you have the gunner, signature equipment is machine gun and dagger, passive, one-shot, spinning up, and scavenge. These pop out very nicely. Nice thick cardboard, nothing on the back. But they're nice thick cardboard, that's good. So it looks like you had one guy over here. Sorry about that. You had one there, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players to choose from. That's what it looks like. Okay. Pick this up just a little bit so you can see everything. Again, like I'm saying, we got lots of cardboard here. And you got ammo tokens. Looks like you got multiple werewolves. You got a couple werewolves. You got the multiple over here. You have radio. Different kinds of tokens, which will all be explained again in the rulebook. And they're all black in the back, so there you go. Got a bunch of different tokens up top there. Very cool. All right. You need lots and lots of ammo, so we got more and more ammo. Sheet of all ammo. Right. Then you have your terrain, which are just tiles. So just pop it out so we take a look at what they look like up close. So the arrows tell you the direction of the tile. Also tells you how many can be on it or in it. Looks like that's some sort of hut. And you got rock on the back. So again, there's 2 on each side. Again, you know it's good cardboard because good solid cardboard because it goes right back in the spot. Directions: north, south, southeast, northeast, southwest, northwest. So there you go. Here are your cardinal directions, and then you have another one of those. And let's flip it over. Nothing on the direction thing. You got a stone thing there. Again, you got some grass. So you got, there's your first sheet of terrain. All right, second sheet of terrain's got some, it looks like a medical tent. Looks like a bridge that's been half destroyed. Maybe it's impassable, not sure. Burning building. Flip it over. Some more bush. You got, again, rocks, and bushes. There you go. Front, back. And then you got sheet 1A, which is rather large. Again, pops right out. That's what it'll look like when you lay it on a table. Looks very, very nice. I guess those circles indicate where you can move because obviously impassable terrain. Line of sight. There's 1B. There's your bridge. So if a bridge is destroyed, you put that down over here. Okay, I get it. Okay, there's 1B. Got 1A and there's 1B. That could be possibly a starting point. Not sure. Looks like the Viet Cong were there. All right, so there's your. Again, it pops back just as easy as it came out. Goes right back in. There you go. Put that over here. Put that over here. Then you also have 2A. 2B or not to be? That is the question. Again, you'll have to look in the rule book. It'll tell you which type of terrain these are. So maybe we have quarter movement, half movement, full movement, obstructed, non-obstructed, all those kinds of things. That'll all be explained in the rule book. Oh, that one came out. Okay, put it back in. Oh, looks like that guy's gonna want to stay. It looks like he wants to stay out. All right, looks like he wants to be part of the party. So let's take a look at 3A real quick. Again, these are nice, solid tiles. Very, very cool. And the hex shape really makes it easy to connect them. Another bridge down there. Dirt path. Raging water. Trail, some bush. All right, so that's your side B and your side A. Then you have your 4A. Again, another wide open area. Looks like you got some dirt road there. Again, this is supposed to take place in the jungles of Vietnam in 1968. Very cool. B and 4A, there you go. Then you have 5A. Again, these guys are all getting ready to pop right out of there. You got some rocks there, impassable terrain. You have 5A, some more impassable terrain. So this may not be as easy as it seems, right? And that just popped itself out. There you go. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to giving this game a shot. Love military games and love werewolves, so there you go. 5A and 5B. And last is 6A and B. There's your 6A. Oh, there's the downed chopper. Now I didn't see anything. I didn't see a chopper, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to be played out in the. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out. So they don't produce a chopper. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. All right, so there you go. So you get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 punch-out boards. 13 punch-out boards. There you go. You have a direction dice, which is very cool. North, south, east, west. Oh, doesn't have east. Okay, so you got south, east, northwest, south, southwest, north, northeast. That's your direction die. Stands for your standees. Some game dice. So let's take a look at what you have here. You have your regular D6s and some extras as well. So you have one that looks like that. Now your regular D6s. So you get 1, 2, 3. So you get 6 of those, which is nice. There you go. You get 1 of those, and then you get your 6 brown dice. They're nice, high quality dice, and feel good when you drop them. So that's good too. Again, you get 6 regular white dice, 6 brown dice, and 1 black die, and you get the 1 die, which is for directions. Right there. Then you also have your combat die. and probably your werewolf movement die. I'm assuming that. Again, I'm not quite sure. There's your werewolf on the die itself. All right, so you get 3 of these. So it looks like at one side, all right, werewolf, 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 werewolf. So you get 4. And you get an X, so it looks like 5, 1X. Yep. Same thing here, 5 and 1X. So you get 2, not 3. I get 3. One more time. All right, so you got 3 werewolf dice. Looks like some sort of fire dice. Not quite sure. Maybe these are bonus dice, not sure. You got 6, 4. Oh, looks like a 7 there. That's interesting. So this goes 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So there's no 1. So you get 3 of those dice. So you get 4, a 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Just rolled. All right, there you go. So you get 3 of those. Cool baggie to keep them in as well. So you get 4 decks of cards. Let's see what I got here. Okay, so let's take a look at these. So this says here, crafted items, it looks like. Crafted items. So it's a deck of crafted items. Again, I'm not going to read all these cards because there's a huge amount of them. So I'll take a look at the adrenaline, ammo belt, ammo, armor, bow, decoy, green flare, grenade trap, IED, Molotov, pipe gun, punji trap, rucksack, shiv, a snare, spear, a spring mine, a bouncing Betty, and a stretcher. So let's take a look at a couple of these at random. So you got your crafted items. So we got the green flare up top there. You got your 3 icons. Again, the icons are explained to you in the rule book. This is a crafted item. So it says here, discard this card when the next supply drop is to land. Use this character as the location dice result. Rolls compass dice as normal. Decoy, a crafted trap. Again, up top, gives you 3 icons. The icons are explained to you in the rulebook. Treat the decoy as the highest priority character model and remove it first time it would be injured. Try to throw the werewolves off. Get some over here for the crafted item. Pipe gun. Roll 2 dice for damage and it has 3 shots to it. Point blank. No extra stats. And up here it tells you what you got to do to make it. A punji trap. Crafted trap. Stop you fall through and hit the spikes. When a werewolf moves into the hex occupied by the punji trap, remove the model. The trap remains. Each turn, werewolves end their movement in this hex. Make an attack against the hex. And make another one real quick. Bow, crafted weapon. Okay, takes no ammunition. Roll 1 dice for 4 damage. Point blank. And there you have it. There are just some of your crafted items of the deck. Put that up just a little bit. Then we got ourselves some supply cards. Oh, there's your Get to the Chopper card. It's an event card. So it looks like supply and event card. So it's looks like this is the end of the supply card. So I'll show you some of these. Transmitter, backpack, bandolier, flak jacket, green flare, aviators, cigar, coffee cup, dog tags, joker card, metal, C4 explosives, claymores, medikits, remote TNT. Got TNT and submachine guns. Those might be starting cards, I'm not sure. So, just at random. Okay, it says item, equipment, dog tags. It says when equipped, you get one extra action if no other character is in your hex. You move faster when you are alone. Submachine gun M3, 2-3, rapid fire. Remote TNT. Discard this card, remove a werewolf spawn counter from your hex or an adjacent hex. And let's do one more. Cigar. Discard to use. You cannot take damage this turn as you are too badass. So there you go. Those are your supply cards. Just some of your supply cards. You're going to have a lot more of those. Your supply. Then, of course, we've got events where all the fronts are the same. There's your Get to the Chopper card. Dusk. So again, looks like events. Looks like you got a bunch of Dusk cards. All right, there's your Dusk. Then you have your bunch of Night cards. And this says here, this says Midnight. Spawns 2, supply 1, wolf, 6 toughness. So again, this one here says night. It says 1 spawn, 0 supply, 1 wolf, and 5 toughness. Toughness 6. And you got night and you got midnight. Night, night, midnight. Night, night. So their night and midnight are mixed up. All right. Again, I'm not going to read all these cards, just showing an example of that. So what was that midnight card? Keep midnights with the midnights for the time being. Once you shuffle it, that should pretty much handle that. All right, so you got night cards, you got midnight cards, you got your Get to the Chopper card. That's all it says, doesn't say anything else. Right, so get to your Chopper card. And then you have your Dusk cards. You see the numbers change on the cards, but the cards themselves look the same. So there. So it looks like there's 12 of these. All right, so those are your event cards. So it just basically tells you, very simply put, it spawns, supply, wolves, and toughness. That's your event deck. And of course you have some more supply cards. Looks like you got different colors. You got yellow. All right, got this bunch of stuff here. So different kind supplies. Scavenge supply, and this is more crafted items. Okay, so here's some more supply cards here. So you got ammo +6. This card to gain ammo cannot exceed max capacity. So 6, 4. All right, so it's either +6 or +4. That's some supplies. Put that over here. Then you have some more crafted items. could have a tin bomb, torch, tourniquet, wolf trap. Take a look at the wolf trap. Crafted trap. It says when a werewolf moves into the hex occupied by the wolf trap, remove the model and the trap. So it's a one-time use. Tin bomb. Lob, throw, and blast. Torch used in melee or it's incendiary. So you can just light fire. So that's what these are. That's fire here. Use those dice with that one there. Tourniquet. Discard, turn an injured character in your hex or adjacent back to health. The wolf trap, which you read, right? So those are some more crafted items. Then you also have some, looks like some chemicals. Chemicals, cloth, metal, rope, and tools. And wood. So it looks like you have a 5 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you have 5 each. There's your wood. So let's see what we got here. Oh, scavenge. You're just getting pieces of wood. So stuff when you have to put something together, you need to scavenge that. All right. That's your scavenge. All right. These are scavenge cards. So again, you found some chemicals, some cloth, metal, some rope, and some tools. So again, when you're going to craft an item, I guess in the top right corner there, it's going to tell you what you need. You need some metal, so you need one of these. Craft it. All right, so I get it. So to craft the items, you have to find and scavenge different things. So that's one of your actions per turn that you can do. So again, you have crafted items, supply items, and you also have your scavenge cards. And you have your event cards, obviously. And we have our last deck here. It looks like these are going to be complete supplies. Okay. Assault rifle, handgun, claymores, dagger, machine gun, medikits, submachine gun, another handgun, shotgun. Got some ammo, dagger, sniper rifle, bow, grenades, handgun, ammos, assault rifle, more ammo, blade, flamethrower, more ammo, grenade launcher, grenades, handgun, machine gun, assault rifle, more ammo, assault rifle, rocket launcher. That's always good to have. Sniper rifle, grenades. Good to have. So again, at random, we'll pull some cards just to show you what they look like. Ammo +6. Discard to gain ammo. Cannot exceed the maximum capacity. Ammo +8. Ammo +2. All right. Claymores. There you go. It's a bomb. Discard card to place trap. When a werewolf moves into the circle occupied by the claymore, immediately end its movement. At the end of the phase, remove the trap and any model in its hex. Roll a second attack for each of these 3 facing hexes and injure characters in those hexes. So it looks like you can wound your own guys as well. Supply. You've got a rocket launcher, M202 flash, rapid fire, incendiary, and a blast. So that just gives you a couple of examples of what's inside your supply. Again, I'm not going to read through all the cards. So again, you have 4 different decks. You have your scavenge deck, you have your supply deck, you have your crafted items deck. Again, you have to scavenge, find different things, and that's how you can craft a different item. And then you have your event deck, and of course you also have your first player token. Cool baggie for your dice as well. And then it appears we have some miniatures here. So we've got some cool miniatures. It appears that all these are identical. This one's stepping on a rock. So I'm stepping on with his right foot. This one's stepping with his left foot. Got a helmet down there. Oh, almost looks like that one's got a syringe in his hand or something. Nope, it's just a big long finger. Yeah. All right. So we got lots of different types of these. So you got one with the rock. You got a helmet on the right. You got you standing on a rock. It's another one with this one's another rock. So that one goes here. This one's just laying flat-footed. So it looks like we have a bunch of these guys. More and more and more and more. And even more of them. There's an example of the flat-footed again. Here's an example of the soldier. Got some extra schmutz on there. You can just, with an X-Acto knife, you just pop that right off there. That's one of your characters right there. Nice high detail, very cool. Those would paint up really, really nice. So let's move some of these guys over here. So he's one of your guys. More wolves. More wolves. More wolves. Even more wolves. And some more wolves. See the guy with a bow. The girl with a bow. That's cool. Radio guy. Very cool. And some more wolves. Again, these guys are highly detailed miniatures, as you can tell. So really, really nicely done. Really, really nicely done. More wolves. Another character. It does have a little flash at the bottom, which you can tell down there. Again, with your X-Acto knife, just pull that right, cut that right off. Very cool. I have one where they fell off their base, so I can just glue that back together here, right there. Goes like that. Looks like your sharpshooter. Nice figure. Just glue that back up and it'll be just fine. So that's not cool that they kind of, when they shipped them, they just shipped them in a bag like that. So you know things are going to get damaged when you do that. So there was no individual case for the figures. So that's unfortunate. And you also have one more guy. So that's cool as well. Again, so you get a lot. When I say a lot, I mean you get a lot of werewolves. Well, keep piling up and they keep falling over. But but that just gives you a showing. Oh, I'm just going to shift this over just a little bit just to show you how many wolves you get. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different soldiers, 7 different soldiers, again, to choose from. They're all right here. You can check those guys out right there. Here's another one. Another one. This one here. Again, all your wolves. Then, of course, you also have your different sets of dice. And that is everything, and a cool baggie to keep it all in. That is everything that's included. And this concludes our unboxing of the board game Full Moon Jacket, brought to you by Strangely Games and by Stone Sword Games. Again, the game lasts is for 1 to 6 players, ages 14 plus, and lasts about 45 to 120 minutes. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.